found out I was pregnant with Amber, I had an eating disorder. And really at that point, I wasn't being treated for mental health. I was horribly depressed. So finding out that I had a baby didn't depress me. It actually saved my life because I would have killed myself probably at that point had it not been for my child. I wanted her more than anything in the world, and I didn't want to give her up because I didn't want her to grow up like I did, thinking that, well, what's wrong with me, the reason my parents didn't love me. And so I figured with Amber, we may not have much, but at least she would know that I loved her and that she was mine and that I wanted her. Now, in hindsight, I feel like how incredibly selfish I was, that I should have given her up. And she would probably be alive today if I had, but I wanted her so bad. And I miss her so much.
This is a free call from
Christina Boyer,
an inmate at Pulaski State Prison.
On April 14th, 1992, I left Amber alone with David as I went to work for 6 hours with my therapist, Jeannie Legel-Dollar. In the days leading up to that, as I would come home, Amber would increasingly have more bruises. I believed Amber and I believed David when they told me that Amber had fallen down the stairs and that she had fallen off the curb. The day that I got home, Amber had significantly more bruises on her. When I asked David what was going on, what happened to her, why does she look like this, David just kept saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
When Christina Boyer appeared in court this afternoon, she didn't get a chance to tell the judge much.
Do you understand these charges, or do you wish to have them read to you?
She said she understands that she's being charged with murder and cruelty to her daughter. Her 3-year-old daughter, Amber, was beaten beyond recognition and beyond life. Mrs. Boyer did tell Channel 2 News exclusively,
I didn't murder my daughter.
Amber was at the home of Mrs. Boyer's boyfriend, David Herrin, when she died. We've learned that her defense will be to blame him.
I remember the night that the child was found. I worked for the firm for 31 years, but it's probably one of the most traumatic things I've ever witnessed.
Maybe the kid was, that this was probably definitely dead. I looked at her as more guilty because she's her mother. He's the person here on this earth that's supposed to protect.
Amber came to Carrollton and didn't have a job, was on food stamps, supplementing her salary by sexual adult movies.
She had a terrible court-appointed attorney. He began to assassinate her character and say that, well, she just was a bad mother, and they had all this evidence that she just wasn't a good person anyway.
Whether Christina was a horrible mother, neglectful mother, lackadaisical mother, or just a young mother, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with what happened on that day. She was not there.
I think she just... she wasn't mature enough to have a baby and have a child, but I never saw her be abusive.
Did I know who struck the fatal blow?
No.
Does that bother you that you don't know?
No, because we charged both of them.
Personally, I think if the jury hadn't known that she pled guilty to the homicide, I think they'd have found her guilty.
Turns out that there were 3 unsubstantiated reports and that they grossly exaggerated the statements that they had against me. They revved up the public opinion like I was some monster. What they wanted to see was dirty movies or that she was just some slut. You didn't want to see the reasons behind anything. When I moved here, I really felt between the rock and a hard place because I didn't have a safe place to go with Amber.
We have learned that Christina Boyer moved to Georgia from Ohio allegedly to escape an abusive husband. Last Christmas, she called the WSB FM radio Christmas Wish program to ask for help.
Yes, my name is Christina Boyer, and I just moved to Georgia from Ohio. Me and my 3-year-old daughter, we just left my very abusive husband. Since we moved here, I've not going to be able to afford to get my daughter anything for Christmas. I was just wishing that my daughter might be able to get a Barbie doll. She's wanting a Barbie doll for Christmas real bad. Her name is Amber.
Well, the night before I went to sign a plea bargain, I think they had me take polygraph tests. It's hard for me to remember a lot of stuff. I have spotty memories of the county jail anyway, because every time I would go to the mental health department, it seemed like they would increase my medication. I really didn't understand how I could be saying that I'm innocent and I'm pleading guilty. But all he kept telling me is that I would be home in 4 years. And if I wanted to live, this is the best way to do it, because if I went to trial, that they were going to execute me.
I was telling her, you're innocent. Don't do it. Don't take the deal. And the attorney called me and said that I was sending my friend to the electric chair and all this stuff.
The day when I went to the courthouse, Mary isolated me from everybody else. He told me that Jeannie and Bill and Mike and all of them were not there. I come to find out that they were there, and he told them that I didn't want to see them. Anybody who would talk me into not taking that plea, he kept them away from me. I couldn't protect myself. I couldn't stand up for myself. I wasn't stable enough to do anything. Barry, you were supposed to protect me, and you let me down. Don't think for a moment that I don't take responsibility for Amber's death, because I'm the one that trusted David. I'm the one that brought him into our lives, and I'm the one that left her with him. I believed in him and I trusted him, and ultimately, that's my fault.
All of the things that took Christina down, her reputation, who was she, live with a boyfriend, doesn't want to go to church, don't have friends, don't need, and then all these other things, those would not apply today. Christina needs to be free.
They wouldn't let me go to Amber's funeral. They said that I couldn't behave because I was too upset. But I'll get there someday.